Hello, Storm Nation. I'm Nadine Schrader, the Activities Director for Sauk Rapids Rice Schools. I'm reporting to you from the Activities Office with some exciting news and updates as we start our fall season next Monday, August 17th. All Storm families should have received this safe learning plan in your email last night from the district. You can also find it on the district website, which has all of our learning models in it. It also has information about activities and has our registration information in there. In order to participate, as always, you do need to register. So students need to have an active physical on file. You need to go through the registration process online, and then you need to finish the payment online before the student can be on the active roster to participate starting next Monday when all of our fall sports, so girls soccer, boys soccer, girls tennis, girls swim and dive, and cross country will all start. Both swimming and diving and cross country are going to be for grades 7 through 12, while the rest of the activities will be grades 9 through 12. Football and volleyball are not going to run as normal this fall as voted by the State High School League. They will have opportunities for a practice season. We will be releasing more information on that as we get more information from the State High School League in coming weeks. Another quick update I want to give everyone is that the middle school activities calendar and schedule has not been decided yet. Once we have information on that from our conference and from all of the district leadership, we will give you some more information. That'll be in the next week. We will not have captain's practices at this time set by the State High School League. There will be no captain's practices this entire year. One other area I do want to address is academics. So as we move into this fall, because our grading system was a lot different last spring when we were in emergency distance learning, academics are a little different as we move into this fall. We are going to be taking the stance that if you are on track to graduate, you are eligible to participate. If you are on track to graduate, you will be able to register. If you are not, there will be a flag put on your account, and if you still wish to participate or inquire if you can still participate, please set up a meeting with myself and your counselor prior. And now let's get to the topic at hand, which is COVID-19 and how we are going to handle that within the activities program. First, I'd like to throw it over to Coach Phil Klopacki to talk a little bit about how we're transitioning from summer programs into this fall's practice time.
As we prepare for a Storm Athletics fall, we couldn't be more excited to be able to offer some sports this fall. We know that that it's going to look different. For those who participated in programs this summer through Community Ed, a lot of the things will continue. We will have kids who have to be screened before they come to practice. We're going to be taking temperatures and asking them questions about symptoms, about people they've been around who have had symptoms of COVID, just to make sure that we are doing everything we can to make sure that kids can enter the space safely. Once we're in the space, coaches will be wearing face masks. The equipment that we're using will be washed prior to and after practices. We'll likely be asking kids to wash their hands with hand sanitizer prior to practice beginning. Know that practices will look different. Our coaches are working really hard and have been all summer on how can we creatively do practice so that kids can be safe and we can still be productive and we can still get better. The weight room and the space that we use in there will look different. The number of kids that can be in the space, the amount of time that we can be in the space will look different. But again, what we will do and what we will continue to do is stay in touch with the Minnesota Department of Health, with the Center of Disease Control. We will stay on top of those guidelines. And as things change throughout the fall, we will continue to change with them to make sure that we are doing everything in our power to make sure that our kids are as safe as possible so that they don't have to worry as much about their safety and their health, but can have fun and can have a chance to play sport and enjoy the things that they love to do. So again, we're extremely excited about having some opportunities for kids this fall, excited for Storm Athletics to be back.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your help on explaining some of those details. First and foremost, I want to just address what we have been working on with our coaches. There have been some new requirements for each of the coaches to be following certain protocols, not only from the district, but also from the State High School League. Our coaches will be going over those in details with all of our athletes at the first couple practices so they know the way that we are going to be entering practices, what to do in the locker rooms, how we're going to be operating when we're on the benches, when we're in practices, and a lot more situations. We are going to require that our coaches are in masks at all times. We are going to ask that our athletes are also in masks until they are doing vigorous activity. At that point, they will be able to take their mask off. For locker room spaces, we are spacing people out as much as we can. We are going to ask that students wear their masks at all time in the locker rooms for activities, and every Friday that their locker is cleared out completely so we can do an additional deep clean every weekend. In the event that you or your athlete suspect someone in your family or your athlete directly has COVID-19 or symptoms of that, please report that to the coach or to the activities director as soon as possible. We are asking that you do that so that it can help us in our contact tracing and also making sure that our kids and athletes, coaches, and everyone around us are as safe as possible. We do know right now that no spectators will be allowed in the swimming pool area or for cross-country events. However, we do not have clarification yet about soccer and tennis, and as soon as we do, we will be getting that out to the families, especially to those participants' families, as soon as possible. We do want to provide live streaming for events if possible. Right now, we are trying to ensure that we have live streaming for both swimming and diving and for soccer. And finally, I would like to say thank you to all of our families and all of Storm Nation for being patient with us as we move through this process of a lot of unknowns. We are really, really excited to welcome our students back onto campus next week for practices and to start our fall season. And we are even more excited that we get to provide these opportunities and experiences to our students this fall and throughout this school year. If you should have any questions at all, please reach out to the activities office or to the individual sport coaches. We are more than welcome to answer questions, and if we don't know the answers, we'll find them and we'll get back to you. Remember, we are one Storm, one family together, supporting these students and our community in all of the fun, success, and experiences that we are able to provide for Storm Nation. Thank you again, and we can't wait to see you guys next week.